Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Karen. Thanks so much for joining me tonight, or today, or whenever you're joining. And I hope you're doing well. So, today, I thought we would look at what we could let go of as far as mental baggage. I don't know if you're aware or not, but right now we've just started the Pluto Retrograde. It does happen every year. Um, I am not that much into astrology. However, a couple of years ago, I got into it when I was trying to figure out somebody in my life. I was trying to figure them out. I couldn't. I Googled a few things trying to figure out, why this person was doing what they were doing. And so you know, as I Googled and searched, and I decided to look into astrology. And I was really surprised. I'd only known about sun signs. I knew I was an Aries. I knew I didn't really fit the Aries mold too much, a little bit of an Aries, but not 100% of an Aries. So I didn't really give much thought into astrology. And then I started I started looking up at the other things like the Venus sign, the ascending sign. Anyone who's into astrology probably knows more than I do about the words. So then there's the Mars, and what's your Mars, and where's your Venus, et cetera, et cetera. So it goes on and on. And when I started studying that about that person, I understood them. And then I started looking into my own astrology, and I was very shocked at how accurate it was for me once I went past what your sun sign was. Now, I still have some of the characteristics of my sun sign, but once I started looking at the ascendant sign and the Venus, I was like really like mind blown. It was it was like I saw some videos and it was like they were talking, it's like they knew me and they were talking about me and my personality. It was very very surprising and very exciting to find out. So I started checking everybody in my family and my friends. I was checking their sun signs and trying to understand them. And I don't think there was one I read that I couldn't say like, man, that sounds just like them. So, in honor of the Pluto retrograde, I thought we could do a reading on what we could let go of as far as mental baggage. Pluto during the retrograde offers us this chance to transform, to do some inner work, and to change it and transform it for the better. So, and it's going to, it happens every month, not every month, sorry. The Pluto retrograde does happen every year, but apparently this one, I noticed on the weekend, I was not, the things were out of order for me. I couldn't, I thought there was something going on for me internally. So I decided to go onto Google and say, is there anything happening up as far as astrological events that could explain what was going on with me? And I found out about the Pluto retrograde. Hence the idea for the card reading, because if it's affecting me that strongly, it might be affecting other people too, especially during this time of coronavirus, because it is about death, it's about birth, it's about change, transformation. There is a lot of change going on in this world right now, a lot of transformation, and a lot of pain. But we're going to do this reading, and we'll see what mental baggage could we get rid of, or we could let go of if we want to. It's always up to us if we want to transform or change, or sometimes the the planets have their way with us, or the universe. So we'll see. We'll put out. I'm going to put out 5 decks, 5 cards on each deck, and then we'll do the reading. Judgment is the card that stands for Pluto in the tarots, if you're interested. And I'm going to put a stone on those, and we'll put one of these ones on when we do the reading. Okay, so we have the amethyst on the first one. We'll put the quartz crystal on the second one. We'll put we'll put the rose quartz on this one, and the blue calcite. And let's put the opalite on the last one. So pick one of your decks, and then we'll get going. If you're not ready yet, you can put it on pause. I'm going to keep the camera rolling for anyone who wants to watch, and if not, you can just click the timestamp if you haven't already. Okay, so let's put these aside. Amethyst. All right. So we're specifically going to be looking at the mental aspects. However, probably with Pluto, probably any type of cleaning, but let's focus on the mental aspect. All right, so let's put some cards down. Just so by looking at these cards, it looks like you may have a hard time perhaps making decisions or sticking with something. Um, you have a maybe a tendency to like start a project. It's not quite off the ground, and then you'll walk away from it, and then you'll think, should I have gone back? Should I have done that? And then you second guess yourself, and then perhaps you seek counsel, um, and then it's and then you may not even follow the advice that the person gives you anyway. So it's you have some wonderful ideas. You do. You have great ideas. You try to implement them, but then you don't give up on them, or you don't have faith in them, or something like that. So that may be something you want to get rid of. It's that it's not the starting of the project so much, or the starting, or to looking at oh, this looks like a great idea, and then walking away from it. It's you may want to give it more of a chance, or you may want to, even if you do try to take advice from somebody, is to listen to what they have to say, and then maybe follow up on it or follow through on it, or um, uh, and do that. um, So then we have here the breakup and the justice card. So that sort of does go with it. So let's just put another one here. The breakup representing like leaving the project in a way, and or the it doesn't have to be a project. It could be a life situation. It could be a relationship. It's you kind of start. You have this. You may have this childlike like attitude towards it. Oh, this is really wonderful, this is great, and then you kind of give up on it, perhaps. So that might be something you want to look at, is kind of getting that out of your system during this Pluto retrograde, if this resonates with you. All right, thanks. So we'll go on to the next one. Well, we'll just look at the synchronicity. Again, I think that's more alluding to the fact that this is something that reoccurs in your life. Um, the breakup, the starting, the stopping, the starting, the stopping. All right, so let's go to the next one.